they brought their whole guild here tonight. But expect some top level analysis. All right, so Kyle, what do you look forward to tonight? Have you seen either of these guilds play? I know you saw him last night, but what about the Guild Unknown?
Yeah, I actually have no idea what the Guild Unknown is able to do, or haven't really seen them fight before, so I can't give a great idea. I have seen him fight twice now in this tournament, and they've been very successful both times. So I don't know what Unknown's capabilities are, but hopefully we have like something that's not completely one-sided either way.
So this is their second GvG in the tournament. Their last GvG was a week ago. What's their scheduling look like, Jordan? I'm a little worried how they're going to finish all their games.
They're good for this week. II is facing GS tomorrow.
Actually,
okay.
they have GvGs scheduled all weekend long. They're looking for another guild to fill up the Sunday slot, but once they find that, they should be having all 11 p.m. slots for Sunday and Saturday.
All right. And the tournament goes till next weekend, correct?
The tournament goes until everybody is done.
Okay. So we're gonna go till everyone's done. She is totally fangirling right now over Kyle. Kyle, the chat loves you. Alright, so looks like we're gonna get started here. Him and 2 both lined up, ready to go. Let's go take a look at 2 and what they have to bring to the table tonight. As I'm looking through their scrolling through their Ellies, I believe that is Ungrateful Winds is a substitute in there. That may just be another human Ellie on, what is it called? Well, I can find out right now. Hold on. Go ahead and block. Find out who this is. And it's not me. Oh, it is Ungrateful Winds. So 2 subbing in Ungrateful Winds. And it looks like in the gank we see a Mesmer and a Thief for them.
Mesmer and 2 Thieves, actually.
Mesmer and 2 Thieves poaching. And now we're going to get started here. 1200 is the time, so in about a minute 30 this GvG will get started. So let's see what him has. We know Serene is also on DD again tonight. He did a good job last night playing the DD Ellie. We see Valentis on Thief, also, and Chip on Mesmer, who's their usual Mesmer for him. Him frontline, a little smaller. It looks like they're going... Actually, is it smaller or bigger? I see a few people who I've never seen on their front line before. I believe, no, never mind, there's no one new. The only one I see is Bloodgrave. Is he a new recruit, or? I haven't seen him before.
I believe
Bloodgrave
is a new recruit, yes.
Alright, so trialing someone out.
And the other thing, the off-classer for tonight would be Sarah, Minerva the Brave. She's usually Fav Stab 2, but she is playing Warrior tonight.
Alrighty, here we go. So the round is going to get started in about 30 seconds here. We have the driver targeted.
One quick thing to note for II is it looks like their Necros are actually running Seaweed Salad for the... Well, they're doing the plus 8% version instead of the plus 10%, but they're going to be doing that instead of the plus 40% Connie duration. So they're looking for more damage over control on their Necros.
Trying to get a little bit more burst off there in the bomb. Alright, the round is going to get started here in about 8 seconds. Interesting to see what 2 is going to do against him. Him now, both sides stacking might, getting ready to go here. Him pushing forward into the middle of the arena. II pushing forward, or 2 pushing forward as well. Him now going for an early engage. They took the Veil late, and now they're pushing into the backline of 2. 2 a little bit ahead of them, now pushing onto their backline as well. Their backline Cookie gets stuck in there. He's going to have to roll out, and now 2 pushing hard on them. We see him backing up, moving towards their side, keeping the pressure up on 2. 2 going back and catching a little bit of stealth there. We see 2 member go down, 2 members go down, and we see Fab getting both of those cleaved out. So that's going to be 2 members. Now 3 members from 2 are down. That's 2 members out already for the guild, or 3 members out for the Guild Unknown. Now the Guild Unknown getting off and empower him, doing the same, leaping back into the Guild Unknown. We see the Guild Unknown trying to catch the backline, but their melee gets cut off in half, and we see that's punishing them already. 2 melee are down here. Him going to go ahead and secure both these downs. No banners coming down from 2 yet, and now 2 pushing into him, but they're very low on numbers. A lot of low front line for 2. Another 2 player goes down in the back. It's an Ellie. He's going to miss back towards his train. His train very far away from him. A lot of range pressure going down on that Ellie. Serene in there deep. Payoff goes in, finishes the Ellie. And now 2 getting in a re-empower up. Only a few melee left. And we see the rest of him coming in. Another 2 goes down off to the side, and this might be the cleanup operation, but 2 still fighting, pushing back into him. Another 2 member goes down. It's another warrior, and we see Serain finishing him off. Valentis finishes off on Mesmer in the back, and now we see 2 on the collapse here. Only about 4 members left, and that's going to go to him. So him's going to take the first round here. It's going to go to 1-0. And I will not be calling them II tonight. So him controlling the center, taking the first round.
I think II's main strategy here is, if you actually look, a bunch of their players are running the precision stones on their front line, which typically indicates a slightly more tanky build. You run the precision stones to hit that 28% crit chance that you kind of want to hit on all melee builds. And then, since they're running necro damage food, it's more likely they're kind of trying to play very tanky front line to just kind of get in melee's face, and their casters backing it up. But Feav able to deal with that extremely well, and still able to get the single target down on melee, and even with their slightly tankier potential builds, still able to cut through that.
Hopefully, Kyle can touch on this in a second, but it looked like the Guild Unknown, they'd make their pushes, the driver would get through, but the rest of them would get caught on fields. Tell us, how can they mitigate some of that, or continue pushing with their, or stay with their driver on the push, Kyle?
What kind of happened was, if they walked over here, and their front line pushed in kind of this way, and when you push in this way with this, because this little post right here is so close, and their casters are over right here facing you, the only real option is to kind of just go back into the water area, and they can just bomb that continuous line because they know it's the only place you have to go. And that's kind of what happened on that initial bomb. They bombed the melee right here and just kind of wrecked them, and I think they lost 2 guardians on that initial go. And if you do that, it's really hard not to snowball that round. What 2 or Guild Unknown or whatever I think we'll go 2. What 2 wants to do is they want to, on the initial engage or on the initial go, try and get out toward the middle of the arena as much as possible, because then they're not going to get shoved back by him's bomb. Because if him's bomb is superior, the last thing they want to do is get stuck in the water over there. What they want to do is they want to push all the way toward the middle, maybe be able to wrap around a little bit and not have to be so focused on avoiding that big initial melee bomb.
And this is, so we'll see them go pretty soon here. I'll get the next time soon. Interesting thing, I haven't seen a reset night GvG in a long time. Have you guys?
Even last week at the start of the tournament, we didn't have any.
Yeah, last week was sort of interesting, but GvGs happen on reset night actually quite often in Tier 2 due to the ridiculous queues that we get. Not so ridiculous at 11 PM Eastern, but still. Guilds tend to like to GvG on reset because they can't get everybody in on their maps.
Okay,
at least
so
from what I've noticed.
Be at 7-0. Hello, Magno. And the next time's going to be at 7-0-0, so that's in about 46. Never mind, it's going to be canceled, so we'll have to wait, get a new time here soon. I think one of the guilds might have had a DC. And we're going to have to wait and see what 2 is going to do. Hopefully we'll see some adjustments coming up here. As for the tournament itself, it's been going pretty well. A lot of exciting matches, a few too many blowouts in my opinion, but we still haven't gotten into the bulk of the really exciting matchups yet to come. Obviously tomorrow night we have Boo versus GS, an anticipated match. And then this week we see Boo, one of the dark horses of this tournament, face up against IX and BMO in the same week, I believe. Is that correct, George?
Yes.
And when's the Boo
is
versus
facing
him match?
IX. Boo versus him isn't ever going to be scheduled because we're on the same server.
Thank you. I am.
But IX versus Boo is going to be on Monday, and then BMO versus Boo is going to be on Thursday.
Alright, so that's going to be really exciting to see how Boo performs against the guilds considered to be on the next level of play, I guess. And still don't have a time yet. Kyle, what did you, I don't know if you got to see anything from, I know you got to see last night. What did you think of the play by him, or play by TFH, I guess, would be the guild, another guild to talk about in this tournament, who has a good chance of possibly upsetting BMO on their server?
Yeah, there's a lot of, it's kind of cool because I've been away for a little, couple weeks, and come back and there's some guilds that I haven't even heard of before, and some guilds that are doing a lot better than they were just a couple weeks ago. I'm kind of viewing these all kind of for the first time, taking everyone in as like a new guild almost, because you have to, because things move around so fast in this game mode that a guild can come out of nowhere really fast. But anyway, TFH is really well. Boo is obviously doing really well. BMO has improved a lot over the course of the last couple months. There's a lot of guilds that are very impressive. Him probably being the most impressive. It's yeah.
Starting.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Kyle. No, you go ahead.
Oh,
You in the middle of talk. I thought the round was starting. It's
oh,
not.
you're gonna
Well, we do have time called for 15 seconds. From
yeah, 15 seconds from now. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay,
yeah,
so I'll
I'm
go
just it's cool. I'm just glad we're streaming this, and I'm glad we're able to watch all these fights.
Alright, so here we go. 6 seconds to the rounds. Let's see what adjustments 2 is going to make this time. Him, both sides are biting up. No stealth. We see a lot of blasts coming out, even with those focus. Those focuses don't work out for 2, and they're going to have to pull back to switch weapons here. Now we see Fayob going in deep early on, going for a very aggressive start. A lot of 2 players caught in that bomb. Getting off the bomb here, trying to get away, getting an power off. Now we see 2 making the counter push onto Him's melee. Him's melee pulling back towards their starting side, the backline keeping it safe, and so is 2's backline keeping it out of the way of Him's melee. Now we see both sides getting empowers off here, trying to regroup, and we see 1-2 is going to go down. He's going to get right back up, though, rezzed inside of his melee trade. We see him now re-empowering off to the side. We see one Ellie down or chip is down for him. He's going to get just absolutely destroyed, instant down, and now him pushing back onto 2, trying to get a revenge kill right here. They're going to catch I believe that's a Guardian there. Guardian down for 2, but another one ganked down for him. He's going to get rezzed up in the back, and now we see 2 pushing in on him, looking for a Necro. Damon, he's going to get caught here by the 2 melee. He's going to go down, 2 possibly finishing him off. He gets bannered back up. Good banner by him, and now we see the driver and another player for 2 going down. Liches up for him, and that driver is going to get caught out here, stuck in the wells. He's dead, and now 2 tries to pull back, res the players that are down, and him about to go on the offensive here after they res their players. Pushing forward, getting 2 more down in the middle of the arena. Those 2 are going to get cleaved out, and now 2 on the reactive here, being pushed back by him. The Necro Lich still up. Now the Necro Lich goes down. Fayoff leaping into 2-2. Pulling back, trying to avoid this damage here. They're driverless at the moment. They probably switched to a backup driver. Another player goes down for 2. The melee is right there to clean it up from him. And now him pushing them all the way into the far right side there. We see another player for 2 go down. He is not going to get rezzed up. He's going to get cleaved out. But we saw Cookies go down, so a good play by 2, managing to kill a Necro here. Another 2 player goes down in the middle, and they're going to go to save him, but it's late. Now him getting pushed back into their starting side. 2, keeping the pressure up on them, even with low numbers. Him had to throw up a wall of reflection there just to mitigate some damage coming down. And now we see them cleave out another player going down from 2. 2 leaping in, very few players left, pushing on him, trying to make something happen here. With what all they have left, they're looking for a Necro Damon. He's getting trained by the 2 melee, but Fayop punishing the players from 2. Keeping the damage on them. Now they're forced to pull back. They have barely anyone left. We see a Guardian go down here. Him right on top of him, finishing him off. And then the rest of the 2 players, they're off on their own. Maybe trying to get one more, just make a stand for it kill. Erebus getting trained by the remaining players. They're going to go ahead and they're going to get cleaved out. We see a gang fight up to the side. Ungrateful wins versus Valentis. Kind of a 1v1. It's pretty funny to watch. And now we see the rest of Serain coming in, downing both them and the Guardian. Wins going to mist away, but that's the end of the round. So him controlling the round again, losing a few players. 2 did a good job of managing to create downs. Some of their front line, though, dying too early, and that cost them greatly in the later part of the round.
Yeah, that engage really favored him at the start for 2 reasons, I'd say. For one thing, their melee was almost entirely at like 90% or plus HP after that first engage, whereas 2 was down to 40% on some of their players, so it was really easy for him to just continually push and just keep that advantage going. As well as 2, it looked like they were trying to go for smoke blasts, but just not getting the fields down or something. They had all the focus blasts going, but
I didn't see the smoke go down. I did see them having to pull back to switch weapons, and I don't know if I think one of them got caught on focus. I'm not totally sure about that though. I could be wrong. And
just looks like a bad opening for 2 to start there.
So, looks like Wins is playing for 2. Interesting guild swapping here. I don't know if he's still in BMO or if he's just subbing in as an LA last minute. I mean, that guy will go wherever, or whoever will go to whoever will take him at this point.
Something that I noticed was in that last round, 2, every time they pushed in, because of him's range pressure, every time they pushed on the front line, had a couple players go down in health a little bit to the point where they couldn't, push the entire way. They were kind of half health, so they stood at the back.